Right. Just that volume. And I think we're live. We look live. Sweet. Let's do see if anybody wants to do this real fast. That's there. Close that away. Refresh this so the chat refreshes. Perfect. All right. Wow. This is such a cool view. Sun setting over our shopping district on the server. All right. Just some of this. I don't need those. Let's see if anybody's bought anything from any of our shops. I'm going to assume no. No. No shops. Hi, Sig. How have you been doing, Sig? Oh, we did get some diamonds from our quartz shop. Nobody buying pillars. We can restock some more of those. It's only flowers? Sig, you're in charge of my audio check. If there's anything that doesn't sound right, let me know. Everything should be working fine. I think it worked fine the other night, but all right. Nothing new in my shops, so we're gonna go. Let's go get quartz to replenish this shop first, and then, like the title says, we're building a library today. So, finishing a library. Oops. Oh, nice. You went to Italy? What part of Italy did you go to? If you don't mind sharing. This isn't mine. Okay, now my American ignorance is going to show. Where, like, generally in Italy is that? Is that like northeast, central? All right, we are going to sleep. And then we should have more quartz in storage. Somewhere. No, it's not in there. Where's our quartz? Hi, Shelly. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So apparently I am, like, Italian, apparently. We found out that some of my ancestry comes from Sicily. Which is pretty cool to find out. Is my grandfather never knew, like, who his father was growing up. So we didn't really know, like, where that side of the family, like, ancestrally came from or anything like that. Turns out his half brother found him. My grandfather's, like, in his 80s. His half brother came and found him last year, and they met for the first time. And his half brother kind of told him who his dad was, and kind of gave him history of the family, who the other siblings were. Some of the other siblings aren't still alive. They've already passed away. So it's kind of cool that my grandfather got to kind of experience that, like, closure, I guess, at this point in his life after, spending 80 years without knowing. These villagers are very happy, Shelly. They enjoy their jobs. They like having purpose. And they give me lots of quartz. It's not a 1 by 1. It's like 1 by 1 by 2. There's height to account for. Oh, and Shelly, I should clarify, this isn't from the world from the stream the other day. This is the SMP that I've been playing on for a while. I decided to come back, try to get the library I started forever ago actually finished. Yeah, the SMP. That's the exact one. Oops. Actually, I can show off this little quarry. No, she's not on here anymore, actually. She left to go play a different SMP. Her internet had issues had resolved, though, to my understanding prior to that. So. Alright. Got these trades done. Let me, Oh, I used... Oh, no, I didn't. Right there. Let me show you what I'm working on here, actually, because this is a pretty cool area, I'm hoping that it turns out to be. I should have been fixing my pickaxe while I was doing that. That's alright. Alright, so this is going to be like my little mine area. So obviously, I've got my stonemasons. They're in here. Can get all my stone block needs from them. But I've also carved this out, so we've got elevators down to different levels. So like this goes down to copper level. So it brings me out here, and then I can just start mining out this area for copper. This is just a big cavern that I've already been in several times. So nothing fancy or new here. But then we go back up it, and then if we need to go get any iron, which we shouldn't because we have an iron farm. But if we needed to go get iron, we just jump in this elevator and come down here, and we start mining iron, like this right here. So iron level. And I just got all these elevators that go down to these different Y levels, so I can quickly get down to where I need to be. If I need to go get gold, I jump in here. So again, SMP is just essentially a multiplayer server. So on this server, nobody's online right now. But we've got probably about 20 or so people that have played or do play this at various times. So you see some people online actually need tough. We're going to come back down here and get more tough in a second. So just essentially a multiplayer server. And then if I need to go get diamonds, I go down this one. Or redstone. Diamonds is the furthest, as you can tell. And then I have started, you can see what I'm going to do is this just goes all the way down, and then I'll just start carving out, just essentially boring holes all the way down to see if I hit any diamonds. So fortunately, we don't need any of that today, so I'm not going to have a boring diamond mining stream. We might need to grab some more tough, but let's work with what we've got first. And then this is going to be just a quarry. I've got to texture the walls, obviously, but I got this all dug out, so this is going to be a quarry space. And then I was going to do something down here, but I don't remember what. Something was going here. I don't remember. Actually, what's in these? Nothing. Empty. Calcite, sand. I don't need those. Oh, this could be useful. I might need this tough. All right, let's remember that there's tough here. And this... I should figure out... Doing the quarry should be a stream project too at some point. And texturing that. My human zoo. It's not a human zoo. They're villagers who are very pleased to live with me and provide me blocks that I need in exchange for emeralds. I built this since the last time I've shown anything on a video or stream on this server. So we got a little pumpkin patch here, which I think looks cute. Underneath here, something broke. That shouldn't be there. Hold, please. How did that? Pumpkins. How did watermelon slices? Shouldn't be any watermelon slices in the thing. Because slices are getting auto-crafted into whole melons. It picked up another one. There was 2 in there, now there's 3, right? It's a pumpkin and watermelon patch, okay? I don't have to keep them underground. That's just because they're my quote-unquote miners. That's where I've put them. I like to be thematic with where I put my things. Why are there melon slices in my pumpkin chest? Melon, pumpkin. Pumpkin. Did somebody put the melon slices? Because the melon slices shouldn't have even gotten through. Because the filters are still intact. So this is a melon block filter. And that's a pumpkin block filter. So no melon slices can pass through this. Because this will only take pumpkins. And the other side will only take full melons. And then from here, they come down into these droppers. And then the droppers shoot them all the way up to the surface. Somebody must have put... No, there's no melon slice filter. The melon slices aren't supposed to come through the system at all. So what the melon slices do... Hold on. Can I do this without killing myself? So what the melons do... Where are we at? So the melons are on the top one, up here. All right. So this guy is a crafter. What a crafter does is it takes inputted items and makes something automatically, so I don't have to do anything. So you see the grid has 8 melons in it. Once this 9th melon slice comes in from the cart that unloads right above me here, it'll craft a melon. The melon spits out just like that. Melon. So the slices should never get past this step. And then even if they do, they're going in the melon side of the sorter. So they would just clog the system somewhere. They shouldn't have made it past the... They shouldn't have made it into the pumpkin side of the filter and then gotten past the pumpkin filter. I think somebody put the melon slices in there. And then see, this hopper will sit here. This cart will sit here until the hopper's empty. And once it's empty, it'll turn back on and send it. Just like that. And then it'll go back through and collect more melon slices. I think they broke a melon. And then they put it... They put them back in the chest. From what I can tell, everything is working as it's supposed to. Yeah, there's no more melon slices in here. So I think somebody broke a melon by accident or on purpose. I honestly don't know. And they put the slices back in the chest. But this is one of the things I've built since the last time I kind of showed anything on the server. And then this is my sniffer farm. So these are my sniffers. And my pig that thinks he's a sniffer. That pig is in distress. So sniffers are pretty neat. What they do is, I'm trying to see if one will do it. Hell yeah, pig guy. What the sniffers do is they sniff the ground until they find ancient seeds, and then they dig up the ancient seeds. And then what this farm is doing, you'll see again, I've employed the minecart system underneath. So the minecart's going around and collecting. Whenever they sniff up the seeds, the minecart will pick them up and then drop them off in the hoppers that are lined up here. And once it drops them off, then they get sent up here and I collect the seeds. So there's torch flowers and pitcher pods. Those get used to fill out this field over here. So all of these flowers, the yellowy ones are the torch flowers and the teal ones are the pitcher pods. So these fields by my windmill, I was going for like Dutch tulip fields, you know, that kind of vibe. So those seeds are what I use to grow these. What was I doing? I got distracted. Oh. We are going to go put these in our shop. I do love automating farms. I'm not really good at redstone. Like, I can't make a contraption just out of nowhere. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of it enough yet. But I really like making automated farms. So maybe one day I'll know how to like do my own redstone without copying other people's stuff. It wasn't a secret underwater farm. Nobody else just went there, so nobody knew about it. It wasn't supposed to be a secret. We're going up here. I mean, I have a zombie converter on this server too, if that's what you... I can show that off. All right, restock that a bit. Got those 7. All right. That's the one, I didn't show that off actually, the zombie converter that I've got. We might actually use it today. I did not make fun of your pig farm. I loved your pig farm. My stream says that it's unstable. How is the video for y'all? Is it giving any issues or lag or anything? Why the fuck? Why are you in here? You don't belong here. Okay, so this isn't done yet. I still need to finish this too. But over here is my my villagers that work my farms. Okay, as long as y'all aren't having any issues. So these are my villagers that work the farm. What happened here? Oh no. That was dumb. So these villagers work this field. I need to finish this, but essentially this is going to be like a greenhouse vibe, and then over here is going to just be some storage and stuff. But the villagers work the fields here, and then they have babies, and then the babies come over here, and they drop down into this chute that is right here, and then they travel all the way down here and become grown-up villagers that I then use to go over here. They go past my zombie friend, who is called String Bean. So I come back behind here to the cellar. Where did you spawn at? I come into the cellar. And then the villagers come down past String Bean here. And then String Bean converts them into zombies. And then I send them on past String Bean. I hit them with a potion and then give them a golden apple so they become not zombies and back to villagers, and then I give them their job. It's a very efficient process. We've got the barn here too. I don't remember if this was here last time I did anything on the server. And the pens. But those aren't what I'm working on, so I need to stop getting distracted. They give cheaper trades once they've been cured. So if you cure a zombie or a villager, their trade prices are reduced. So I'll show you actually up here. So if you're going to set up a trading hall, you always want to do a conversion with them, because you get like, so see how the price is here. So usually this book of Fire Protection 4 is 14 emeralds. It's down to 1 emerald for me. So you can get pretty significant discounts on your trades, which make things much cheaper. I can get candles 1 emerald for a candle, where normally they're 3. So things like that. All right, we've got to finish this library. This is what we're doing today. Oh, I didn't actually use tough. I will for the texturing. So I need to finish the ceiling. I didn't finish that. All right, so we need deep slate. So we can bring that over to here. Get that even. Then this needs to come up the rest of the way. How tall do I want this to be? What do y'all think? This kind of cylinder tower here, should this come? Ooh, should that rise up and be taller than the rest of this, or should it be about the same or shorter? I know it needs to be taller than what it's at right now, but I don't know how tall to bring it up. I think it needs to be taller. It's going to have like a dome roof on it too. This is mostly all regular stuff. So we do have some mods, but it's all like performance stuff. So, yeah, like this is all performance stuff. There's no like really game-changing mods as far as like how they change the functions of the game or anything. Um, I think we're just gonna start placing blocks and see what it looks like. All right, where I need this. Don't need those. Put those away for now. Oh, that doesn't have anything I need. This isn't a good sign. I don't need any of that. Oh, I don't have anything. All right. One moment, and then we will begin placing blocks. Okay. I need all of this. Gimme. And gimme. Okay. Don't need that. I need those. All right, let's see what we got over here. I don't think I need the chiseled stone bricks for this build. I do need to find a place to start using those. Let's grab another stack of this. I don't need any of that. All right, let's go start with this and see where we get. Most of the rockets too. They're not pets. They have a very important role in our economy. All right. Do I have any scaffolding set up? Oh, I need more of these too. All right. I actually don't know what the most efficient way to place blocks like this is. Like, do I go around the whole ring or do I go up so many and then go to the next stack? What I want to do is, obviously in the library side, that's where our librarians are going to go. This is going to kind of be like a study, spooky, dark library side. And I want to put the clerics in here. But I've got to get this built. I've been putting it off because it seemed daunting. All right. I'm going to need a lot more chiseled stone. This is not going to be gladiatorial combat, Sig. I don't have a gladiatorial combat place in this particular build area. Didn't really fit the vibe I was going for. I guess I don't need to be stingy about how many pieces of stone I'm turning into bricks because I have so much stone. I don't need the rest of that right now. That can stay down here. I wonder if I bring it up just to be level there and then we go with our big dome and let the dome connect into this roof. Oops. What color do you think our roof should be? I was thinking purple glass, but I don't know if I like that. It's going to be a dome. I know that. We did an orange glass dome on our resin shop. Green? I could see green. Wonder about what does dark blue glass look like? How dark is it? One, two. Okay, let's do another two. And see where we're at. Actually, that one fell. It's gone forever. Let's just get this ring of bricks on. And then we'll put our polished andesite on top. Oops. We still have to texture this whole thing too, which is going to be fun. Greenish kind of dome. We can see what it looks like. I need to get the different colored glass blocks and see what they look like. That might help me. Right. Oops, don't want that. I need these. Those are slabs. Okay, nothing can spawn up here. Bring this in. We just did a really simple roof. I wanted the roof to be really steep, but not like obnoxious. That's the wrong direction. All right. I guess I should have not turned all of them into stairs. All right, I need to grab more rockets. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 slabs. And then we need to get glass. I can go buy glass though. And I've got all the flowers, so I can get whatever dyes I need. Deep slate should be over here. Oops. If I have any. There we go. Okay. Put those. Oh, I don't need tiles. I need polished. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Can I use... Does it have to be cobbled deep slate, or can I use regular deep slate on a stone cutter? Before I fly all the way over there, I want to check. I don't have a stone cutter. Of course I don't. Okay, we need rockets. Do I have rockets? Actually, I know where they are. How do I remember where everything is? So I kind of just have a method that works for me. I'll explain it in just a second. I need to get more rockets. So I've got like unscientific. The height limit for building is 3. I wasn't at the height limit. I was trying to get into bed. In my head, certain blocks associate with each other, and that's how I've kind of sorted my sorting system. So there should be a building around this, and eventually maybe there will be. But all of these over here are the woods, and they're in alphabetical order. So acacia goes here. This is bamboo, if there was bamboo, but you can see it's full of sticks right now. Birch, cherry. So it goes down in alphabetical order for all the woods, which should go down to here, which is warped wood. And then after warped wood, it made sense in my head. Well, warped wood you find in the nether. So let's throw our nether blocks next. So here's netherrack. This is, I believe... I don't remember what was in here. I don't remember what was in that one. But then we've got... actually, this should be quartz. Oops, this should be quartz. And then this is light sources, and a dried gas that I didn't know what else to do with. So like magma blocks, fire charges, frog lights, various light sources like that. And then over here we go soul sand, black stone, and obsidian because they're both the darkest block you can build with. Hi, Gabby. Amethyst and basalt. So now because we run dark blocks like this, I've run out of nether blocks, but I'm like, what goes next? So I wanted other dark blocks. So then we went basalt. It made sense to put amethyst with basalt because you find them in geodes together. Then because we're going through dark blocks, it's deep slate. Now we're into our stones, which are going to get gradually lighter now as we go around. So tough, which goes into andesite, which goes into cobble, which goes into stone, which goes into gravel, which goes into diorite, into granite. And now we get into our earthy tones. So these are going to be our earthy block. Mud, then dirt and grass, moss. So grass now gets us into green blocks. Then we have our pale moss, and then resin. Pale moss is from the pale garden. That's where creakings live, so that's where our resin goes. Resin is orange, which then brings us into copper. Now we're into our mined resources. So here's our coal and our iron, gold. So that's just kind of how the sorting system works in my head. They just kind of feed into each other thematically. And it probably doesn't make sense to anybody else, but it makes sense for me. So what did I needed slabs? Thank you. At least it's some semblance of organization. Gabby, how are you doing? Phew, I think this changed in the last update, and I'm deeply relieved. Oops. Okay, that's done. I am happy to be your background noise. Jack and Shelly did that the other night. I was their podcast, they said. All right, so we've got this tower. I need to go get glass. So we're going to go shopping. Well, you're on holiday, so you don't have to be tired yet, even though it's 1 a.m. All right, shopping. Yeah, it's crazy. I obviously did not build all of this. So much of this, it's really cool what other people have built just in the shopping district. So all these are different like starter houses or shops. All the shops are around the top here, and then this down there is where everybody's starter house and everything is. So it's really cool all the stuff that's been built. This is my shop though. This is my flower shop, which means I can just steal from myself. What colors did we want to look at? We wanted to look at blue and green. I don't have green dye. Is there a cactus shop? Where do we? Oh, cornflowers. Duh. All right, take a stack of those. I don't know if there's a cactus shop. I kind of want to see what yellow looks like too. Cactus shop. Where would a cactus shop be? That looks like a cactus. Right? I'm not crazy. This looks like a cactus, right? Am I going to be disappointed in here? I feel like I'm going to be disappointed. It's called Moss Boss. I don't feel good about this. Moss extras. Moss blocks. Bone meal. I really thought this was a cactus. It is Moss Man. It was not a cactus man. Who else would sell cactus? I don't think that would have cactus. I still don't really understand what this is. Oh, no, that's bamboo. I got so excited. Do we really not have anybody that sells cactus? I'm gonna have to build a cactus farm now. That's all gold. That's bartering. That's wool. Does look like a gap in the market. I don't need to check them one by one. I know it. This is rockets. That's totems. Rockets and pork. That's a weird combo. It's a lot of pork chops. One rocket shulker equals a diamond block. I got my own rocket farm. Some of them are weird combos. That looks like a cactus. Hold on. Please don't tell me this is another moss shop. Stab and stack? That's got to be cactus. Let's go. All right. One stack equals one diamond. Okay. All right. We've got our cactus. Wait, I wanted purple too. Which means I need... How do you get purple dye? You have to combine blue and red, I guess. All right. No, not purple cactus. Purple glass. All right. Here we go. I never remember which way my house is from here. All right. Let's do some trial and error. I keep lagging. Keeps like canceling my momentum while I'm flying. All right, we can put all these away for now. And then what we are going to do is get some of this, get some of this, get some of this, get some of this. Oh, okay, that's annoying. have any. Are you serious? Okay, hold on. So, you have to cook cactus to get the dye. All right. We'll let that cook. All right, we want to see what purple looks like. No, so that's not how that works. Is it this way? Sure is. Okay. See what blue looks like. That blue is darker than I think I was envisioning. I don't need any more red. What does the yellow look like? That's kind of bright. I don't think that's going to do what I want. I don't know if the green is going to work. I think I'm between the purple and the blue. Let's see. I think it's going to be purple, actually. I know what I want to do, actually. I know what I want to do. Do I have any purple terracotta? Light blue terracotta? Okay, let's see what this looks like. Out of all of the color glass, that would be, but I think I want to go with purples, maybe some blues, and go with like a night sky type of vibe. I think that's what I want to do. All right, let's test. All right, so if we have purple, this is what the purple terracotta looks like. It's much more red, but the light blue terracotta, I think, fits it. And we can do some sparkles of amethyst. And I think we could even do, oh, that's very blue. It's not as dark as I was thinking it was going to be when I placed it. Ooh, but where'd my ender chest go? What if, do I have, no, I don't. Okay. Don't have any crying obsidian. All right, let's try this. Hope I broke my floor. All right, we're going to try to build a dome together. Actually, I need more terracotta first. I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, I want to ring this around. Everybody here gets part of the credit. You all are listening to me ramble about my building ideas, and you're welcome to tell me that they're dumb if you think they're dumb. Wait, was that gray? Cyan. I don't have a light blue terracotta guy, do I? This is unfortunate. Okay. So I've got to dye it all. Which I mean we can do. How much? If I'm doing a ring around, I probably need a stack or so. Alright. Oh, I didn't bring my ender chest. I don't have my emeralds. It could be expanded so that I can get another terracotta color. But I'm just going to dye some of it. It'll be easier than trying to roll until I get a light blue terracotta. Because you can only control the trades you get at the first level. And the terracotta trade is so far down in their levels that it's just completely random. You get what you get. So rather than do that, we're just going to dye some of this stuff. I need light blue, which means do I have... I could go get blue orchids, or I could get lucky and have white dye. I feel like the crafting combination for these is always different. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, we got a stack. Let's see if a stack does it for us. Actually wonder. This is such a unique color. It's really hard to find things that are going to blend with this, but don't really need it to blend. We kind of want the contrast at the base. Okay. I actually wonder if I could bring this into this at all. We'll worry about that later. All right, so that's on there. And then I want to use this. Uh-oh. Need more glass than I realized. Block higher to see the... Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Maybe. Let me get this glass and then we'll play with it. Please fly. There we go. Okay, so if we do... No. This isn't going to work. I'm sure this is a very safe and approved construction method. Yeah, this is all good with the union, surely. Till I go and mine the one I'm standing on like I almost did there. Oh, I almost missed that jump. Okay, final stretch. I did miss. I did so well for so long. All right. Let's finish this. Get that guy. That guy. Get this guy. All right. I think this is all the blocks. I think that stair just despawned. That's unfortunate. Okay. And then if we do here. Okay. Okay. Well, it's difficult to see in the dark. Oh, I wasted a rocket. Weather machine is broken. Alright. Rain should stop. Sun is back. Alright. I think I want to do something different after flying over here. Okay, that goes there. Um, all right. Thanks, Shelly. Enjoy dinner. Yeah, so there we get the andesite and then the terracotta above, so it doesn't cover the andesite. Creates that overhang. I think that works. I got to do something here on these corners where it comes into the roof. Got to make that not look so weird. Maybe we do this with the glass. Just kind of staircase up with it here. I don't know. I was gonna do. No, I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna do. I need temporary blocks. I don't have any temporary blocks. Okay. What if we did this? Ouch. Hi, Kelly. How are you doing? Do this. It's safer. Not gonna fall this way. Yeah, trying to get back into having a habit of doing this. I mean, got a wedding to pay for. Get a little bit of ad revenue from Twitch, I'm sure. It'll buy us a flower or something. You know, I started off and said this was going to be a dome. I don't think this is going to be a dome. But maybe it'll be interesting. That's all we can hope for. Thank you. We're going for kind of like a, it's not really dark fantasy, but the library here is just very standard, like university prim proper trimmed library. And then this kind of additional section is supposed to be like for the mysterious books and research and kind of the things that they keep hidden. So, trying to give it a little bit of a mystical vibe, I guess. A little magical. Bring that there. Okay. And oh no, I broke two. Dark Academia, exactly. We're gonna have to figure out how to blend it with the roof though, because it's gonna look very abrupt in its current configuration. And I think I know what I need to do. I do need to turn on a light. It's getting dark in here. Oh, Shelly just left, but she would appreciate this. I get to go see Evanescence tomorrow. Oops. Enjoy making food that you will later clean up off your floor. Yeah, they just came on my Spotify, so it made me think of it. But we were supposed to see them in June, um, but we got rained out that night, so we didn't get to. But the makeup day is tomorrow, so go and do that tomorrow evening. We actually got like 3 concerts this month. We got Evanescence tomorrow, and then we've got Kesha, and then Benson Boone all this month. We will enjoy. We saw them with My Chemical Romance, actually. So this is the second time we'll see them, but this is their own headliner. So, yeah, we hadn't thought of Kesha in a long time too. It's probably why the tickets we got were so cheap, but we'll take them. She is going to be a blast. That is for sure. I don't know anybody that's opening for her. I didn't recognize those opening acts, but actually, I want to leave that, I think. And then just take it back at a diagonal here. Like that. Might do a third. Okay, bye, Kelly. I think maybe if we stack this up a third, I need to bring. Actually, I just saw something that I don't like. This block has to be that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the dome effect. But I was thinking about that. I think we're going to bring this up 3 before we do another strip of something. I think it's going to end up looking funky. Yes. Yeah. I could do a frame. I'm kind of in just free placing blocks though. I think I'm going to just see what shape I end up with. Because it's only a half dome anyway, because the other side has a full roof from the library, so it can't be a full dome. How is it night again already? All right. We're gonna pull this guy. Is that what I was doing? No. Maybe? No. Actually, yes. Like this. Oops. Okay. And then I think this amethyst almost looks blue at night. And then if we, what does this look like? This needs to be one of those. I'm gonna turn on the light. Okay. Um, and if we, it's definitely, I like the vibe that is giving from this angle. Do I like it from the outside? That that looks cool from here. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of thought this was gonna be closed off up here, but I kind of like having a sight line to that curve from the top of this staircase. might change that idea. I'm going to go see what it looks like from back here. I'm thinking, yeah, I think a gap in the wall might work. I actually like the shape this out. That I need to make it so that things can't spawn. I kind of like the shape. It's not going to be dome, but I like the shape that is taking, actually. Let me go sleep. It does kind of give Spire-esque, doesn't it? We're going to have to do something on these edges where it comes into the other roof. Because it's going to have to transition into the roof better. But we can figure that out. I have an idea. Why do you feel anxious? I am a trained rocket flyer. Not really. All right, so then we can do this. Whoops. Goodbye. We can do this. I am definitely getting lag. Like things are delayed and they're dropping. Oh no, I'm out of glass. Do I have any extra glass without having to go buy more? I might have some in my storage. Oh, I have nothing. Okay. Well, I got these. I can change these. Okay. Oh, I guess I can just recolor all of these, though, can't I? Because I'm not using them. Actually, I don't want to recolor the blue ones. Yellow, I'm not going to use. Okay, there we go. How did I do this over there? I think I did this and back, right? I didn't raise that up. This layer should bring us to the top of the roof. And then we got to figure out how we're going to top this off. I did 2, 3. This will be another 3. I think. Okay, bring that there. And then... I've done 2 strips of amethyst. I don't have enough amethyst left to do another strip. But I kind of think we just go with a solid top now. From this angle, it is actually, I really like that. I'm thinking the terracotta top. I think we top with terracotta. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I used all of my light blue though. Yeah, I like that idea actually. That's, yes, Sig. You've got some builder in you. I gotta go get more white. Honestly, the technique is just all in placing blocks. Like, I don't think I've got a great technique for building yet, but just the more I place blocks, the more familiar I get with it. What did I come over here for? Oh, I needed bones. Actually, this will work. Um, all right, I'm gonna have to figure out how to blend these together. This gray to the brick is not working anymore. I don't like it. Okay, so if we go, oops. Oh no. Bye, Gabby. Enjoy dinner. Oh, I missed. What just happened? Okay, so what we're doing is essentially here. Okay, yeah. I went 2, I think. Then I went with this pattern. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Keep lagging. It's kind of got a bell shape to it. I think I need to go. I need to take some verticality out of it. So it's 2 up. Then it was 3 up. 2 up. 2 up. And then I think please place a block. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then we take 1, 2. No, that's not right. 1. What? 1, 2, 3. No, it's 6. So actually, we just need the middle 2. Okay, pick those up. I am lagging into everything. Holy cow. I don't know if it's a server or me. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Wait, we might have something. Oops, that's wrong. Okay, let me put the other side on. The other side of the frame. Two, three. All right, so it'd be here. Go 2, 3, 2, 2. Then we go 1. We take that out. It's off center. Hmm. That's 7. So yeah, that's the center blocker. How did that happen? Oh, it's because this circle is not full. Okay, so what I actually need to do, this is going to look kind of funky, but I think because of the way of the roof is, I need it to be like that. And then I could make it 2 by 2, but then it's going to look weird at the connection point down there. Because, building tip, you like to build in odds in Minecraft so that you have an even center. So this is 7 long. So my center is on this block here. If I make it 2 on this side, then it's off balanced here. And if I make it 2 on this side, it's off balance there. So I need it to cross at a single point in the top. But where the problem is back here, because this is essentially a circle, but it's like got the edge cut off here. Like this circle should finish back here, but because it runs in the library, it's kind of cut off. So I'm gonna, I think, compensate for that by pushing the center back towards this side. It might look weird, but we'll see. We'll see it. We'll see if it's tolerable. All right. 1, 2. Yep. Nope. Okay. I think it's actually going to be fine. I don't think you're hardly going to notice that it. From down here, you're not going to notice. That just feels centered. It feels like it's where it should be. The only spot you might notice it from, and it look weird, is going to be down here. Well, it kind of looks like an X. That's a little optical illusion. What are these guys doing? Why are you on my roof? I think it looks fine. All right, let's see. They just want tickets to the zoo. They can't get tickets to the zoo. All right, so we do. How do I fill this in now? to there. I'm probably going to have to make more terracotta. I've got enough dye, though, so it shouldn't be a problem. What did I do? This comes here. Um, Trying to keep track of where the lines are for these is requiring more focus than I thought it would. Is this like this? So it's very square. All right. I'm confused. What happened here? This is going to go up 2. Oops. Something got off. Ow. Don't know what I messed up, but something definitely got messed up. Um, it's because this is here. Actually, I think I know what I need to do. Pick all of these up. grab more rockets, and I think I saw where the mistake was. I think it was with the glass. I think if we take, I think we put in too much glass. Because we need, this block is essentially that block, I think. This block here should be the equivalent of that. Which means our shape here is wrong. Hold on. No. Okay. Put that guy there. This is going to come like this. We're going to do this. Yep. It's just shortened up by 1 because of the way the roof is built. And now, what we should be able to do this is going to come 3 to the side. 1, 2, 3. It would come all the way out to there. That's not, we don't want that there. So how do we... We just do this. Let's just do this and see where we end up. I didn't make this the easiest to navigate. I fell again. All right. Then that's what I don't know. What to do here. Can do this. That's probably what I should do. I would love to stop falling down this glass. I should probably just bring this. All right, and then this comes all the way out here. bring that all the way out here. This feels extra long. I guess it's fine. Well, that's got a... Why does that have a corner that this doesn't have? See that? This came all the way out and it's still got a spot here that will ultimately go like that. This doesn't have that. It's just because of the way we curved as we came in to the roof. It's fine. It's fine. Uh-oh. Out of terracotta again. I should be able to do 3 more stacks. Let's just do 2 for now. See where that gets us. Okay. I'm a little concerned what this is going to look like from the inside now. I'm afraid it's going to look very boxy. Like, I can do that. Which I think I need to do. All right. This is essentially just turned into a square here. Which isn't really what I wanted. Yeah, look how boxy that is now. That's not what I want at all. So need to do... Oh, great, a thunderstorm. I need to make that not a box. What the heck? This just isn't working. Actually, I'm going to do that. Really would have helped if I like trialed any build designs or anything before I just start throwing blocks down, but YOLO. I didn't think it was that shallow. I didn't think it was just a one block. What did I change something clearly? All right, I need to just examine it all from the beginning again. Knock these out. All right, where are we at? The shape of that has changed. I don't like how it has changed. So we got 2 out, 2 out, 1, 1. Then we go to a 2. This is a 1 right now. Actually do this. Right? Okay. Okay. So how do we close this? That shape is fine from down here. It's symmetrical. Right? And then that lets us keep this point here. Which is what we lost last time. I think I figured it out. See if this works all the way around. So far, this is much better than what I had before. Okay. Still squared itself off at the top, but in a way that's okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. And I think I know what I want to do with this. Yeah, I've got ideas. Okay. Let's just do the same over here. So what I did is I built it from the corner. Because the corners were what looked bad, so I figured let's just focus on keeping the shape integrity there. And then we can figure the rest of it out as we go up. Okay. There we go. Actually, I don't want to do that because these sides might be different. Okay, we're going from the corners first. Oh no, I fell. There's no easy way for me to get back up there. Okay. You see, these corners are going to be strange because of where they are in the building. This roof's going to take some fine tuning, but I think we can get there. I hope we can get there. I wasn't anticipating that. So that's got to go there. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Let's just see where we end up. We might be in an okay spot. It's going to be like that all the way. So what I can do is I can either bring that out or just keep filling these with a block. Why didn't I have that problem over there? I don't know. All right. 2 hours. Yeah, I can either bring it here, which is going to look weird, or just keep filling those, which I think is what I do. Yeah, it looks weird. It looks weird. Great on those sides. Weird over here. I know why. I know why. Okay. I know what did it. Take these out. Because these are two, there's this double stack here. I put that there. Oh, it looks so bad. I don't know what to do with that. We might have to think on it. That section of roof is going to be a problem. Okay, I think we're gonna have to think about that side of the roof and what we want to do with it. Because if it was gonna look like that, it would look so cool. But it's not gonna look like that. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'm about at the end of this stream anyway, so I'm not gonna get a solution before I log off. But I'll think about it more and what I want to. But this has been really good progress because prior to the stream, we did not have the rest of this tower structure and definitely none of the roof. Didn't really have an idea of what the roof is going to look like. I have some texturing I want to do that I think will bring these two sides together better. We'll see. I could be completely wrong. I don't have any, I assume. I do have this, so I can do this. I'll show you one of the things I'm thinking about. What did I use over here? This is this guy, right? Yeah. Okay. didn't know if it was the tiles or just the polished. Forgot it wouldn't let me do that. Where's the bamboo? There's bamboo somewhere. I think it's over here. No? There it is. So one of the things I'm thinking might help is to run these down this crease here. That already has done a ton. That did a ton. Okay. So there's still things we need to do. We got to texture that wall. We've got windows to put in. We got the entire interior to still do. But we have made significant headway. So 2 hours, about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I wanted to go to about 9:30, so we got into that vicinity. I'm gonna stop here so I can kind of ponder more what I want to do with this ceiling. I don't know. I feel like we're onto something really cool until we get to this spot right here. And then from there over, we're struggling. It's not pulling the same effect. I don't know. Maybe we need to do those from the top down. I don't know. We'll brainstorm it. But it's coming together though. We're in a much better spot than we were before. So I love the way the color changes through the purple with the amethyst. We've got something cool there. We just have to bring it all together. We're gonna bring a lot of it together with some windows. So we're gonna do windows on these here with more purple glass, I think. That should bring some of that design down close to the ground and blend it all together. And then we'll do some other stuff too. But yeah, the walls here brought that into this much better. Tied it together so it actually looks like one building instead of two separate ones. But that's all I've got today. So I'm going to end stream here. And hopefully, I think I'm going to try to target 30.